because with the three-step program, it really fits to your lifestyle. I'm a registered nurse, so being on my feet, walking throughout the hospital during the day, I am free from any type of pain. And after working a 12-hour shift, I go home and my feet do not hurt.
Whether you're a nurse or anyone wanting to enjoy your career without your feet getting in the way, come see us at the Good Feet store. The Good Feet store has locations across Greater DC and Baltimore. Visit goodfeet.com to book your appointment today, or just stop by the store nearest you.
WTOP at 10:38. Traffic and weather on the 8s. An update now from Rob Stallworth.
No problems really on the Beltway in Virginia between Alexandria and McLean, but watch out on the inner loop as you pass the toll road toward the Georgetown Pike. That's where they may be setting up the work zone along the right side of the roadway. I-95 southbound after 610 in Garrisonville, that crash is wrapped up and gone. All your travel lanes should be open. In Fredericksburg, 17 northbound near Falls Run Drive, that's where we had the report of a crash, so watch out for that. No problems northbound on I-95 as you leave Marine Corps Base Quantico headed toward the Springfield interchange. In Centerville was Brannock Road at Pleasant Valley Road. You are under crew direction for the report of some downed wires there. In Chantilly, Loudoun County Parkway northbound at Riding Center Drive, that crash is wrapped up and gone. All your travel lanes have been reopened there. No delays continuing northbound on the Loudoun County Parkway. If you're in Maryland on the Beltway, the outer loop, as you head past University Boulevard toward Georgia Avenue, that's where the scheduled work zone is reported to be along the right side of the roadway there. I-95 northbound headed past I-195 for BWI Thurgood Marshall Airport. We had the right side blocked for the crash investigation. No problems on the BW Parkway. You guys are pretty cool. If you're traveling in Greenbelt, was Greenbelt Road westbound at Hanover Parkway. We had the right lane getting by the scheduled work zone. The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has been at the forefront of inflammatory bowel disease research and care for over 50 years. Learn more about research, education, and support at Crohn'sColitisFoundation.org. I'm Rob Stallworth, WTOP Traffic.
Eileen Whalen has the 7 News First Alert forecast.
Cloudy and humid today. Afternoon high temperatures will get into the mid to upper 70s, so a little above average for this time of year. We are tracking rain moving in this evening and tonight. Lows overnight will fall into the 60s with patchy fog. A little sunshine finally tomorrow, up to 81 with high humidity and an isolated thunderstorm possible. I'm 7 News meteorologist Eileen Whalen in the First Alert Weather Center.
The PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Weather Desk for your home's windows. Trust PJ Fitzpatrick. We find 68 degrees in the nation's capital. Money news on WTOP, 10 and 40 past the hour, brought to you by PenFed. Great rates for everyone. Let's go to Jeff Claybaugh.
Stock trading site Robinhood has been formally warned by regulators that it may face enforcement tied to its crypto dealings. The SEC notice handles sites both how crypto is stored and traded on the site. Warren Buffett is still bullish on Apple, but Berkshire Hathaway sold 13% of its stake in Apple last quarter. Apple remains the biggest share of Berkshire Hathaway's holdings, $135 billion worth. A pop-up market at Union Station's main hall intends to extend its stay. Vendors are selling everything from vinyl records and vintage clothing to jewelry and baked goods. The Union Station market is every Saturday. Early on in the trading day, but the Dow's up 111 points. The S&P 500 is up 32. That's a little more than 0.5%. The Nasdaq's up 108 points. That's more than 0.5%. Jeff Claybaugh, WTOP News.
All right, Jeff, thank you. It's 10:42. Get ready to laugh as comedian and actor George Lopez performs live in the area this week. He joined WTOP entertainment editor Jason Fraley before he plays the Kennedy Center for 2 nights.
I was there for Eddie Murphy's Mark Twain Award, and somebody who I admired growing up, Freddie Prinze. The last time he ever performed was at Jimmy Carter's inauguration at the Kennedy Center.
George Lopez became a household name with his self-titled ABC sitcom.
I was fortunate enough, Drew Carey was very popular at that time, and, the creator of his show helped me create, our show. So the fact that the first show was a success, now you need to start laying down your foundation.
These days, he stars with his daughter in the NBC sitcom Lopez vs. Lopez.
During the pandemic, the guy lost his business. He had to move with his daughter, who's estranged from. It's a little bit like, Sanford and Son, but also this one's very special because, my only daughter that I have is really great in this show, and you get to see that dynamic between her and I, which is fun.
Lopez plays the Kennedy Center this Friday and Saturday. Jason Fraley, WTOP News.
You can check out their full conversation on WTOP's Beyond the Fame podcast. A former NFL star is taking issue with some jokes at his old boss.
Jokes about his ex-wife and her new boyfriend were one thing.
A man who has so many rings he could melt them down and forge a sword to go on a quest to get Giselle back from that jiu-jitsu teacher.
But Tom Brady couldn't sit on the sidelines and smile when Jeff Ross brought up Patriots owner Robert Kraft during Netflix live roast in L.A.
Would you like a massage?
When the comedian referred to Kraft's 2019 charge for soliciting prostitution, Brady got up and whispered in his ear.
I love Robert Kraft. I love him. Okay.
Warning him not to say it again. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Up ahead on WTOP, how are voters feeling about the presidential race 6 months out from Election Day? We'll take a look at a new poll. 1044.
Every business faces challenges, but complicated, expensive, and uncertain shipping shouldn't be one of them.
With USPS Ground Advantage from the United States Postal Service, you can avoid all the noise.
No more unexpected surcharges, hidden fees, or complex rate structures.
It's just easy, cost-effective, and dependable shipping. Tune your business's frequency to success and turn shipping to your advantage. Learn how at USPS.com/advantage. USPS Ground Advantage. Simple, affordable, reliable.
Hi, this is Dr. Wolchinski from Rocky Gorge Animal Hospital. For over 30 years, I've been sharing stories about Rocky Gorge. But today, Chrissy Ike, a long-standing client, wants to share how they feel about Rocky Gorge.
I can't speak more highly of the compassion and the honesty that we get with the vets here. One of the most amazing things is that there's vets that have a lot of different expertise, and so you'll find what you need here in one practice. My oldest came in and they realized that she was having a little bit of an issue with her spleen, and they weren't sure that they were going to be able to fit her in for surgery. One of the surgeons stayed after their shift to do the surgery to make sure that she would be okay. And so at 14 years old, she's actually acting like a puppy now because of how much the vets here and the surgeons here care for their animals.
From everyone at Rocky Gorge, thank you for trusting the pets care to us. And don't forget, we're here for you and your pets 24/7, 365 days a year. And we'll never forget, nothing warms the heart like a cold nose.
Springtime in the Washington region can feel like a TV game show. Is it going to be hot, cold, cloudy, or clear? WTOP weather updates every 10 minutes on the 8th. The closest thing to a sure thing. WTOP, Washington's top news.
Thanks to have you along on a Monday morning. I'm Mark Lewis. What are voters saying about the presidential race with less than 6 months to go before Election Day? A new ABC News poll is offering a snapshot of how voters are feeling.
The ABC News Ipsos poll shows 57% disapprove of the job Joe Biden is doing. That's on par with Donald Trump's disapproval in the depths of the pandemic. But as a person, Biden is viewed a bit more favorably than Trump. On key issues, Trump has a significant advantage. He's trusted more to handle the economy, inflation, immigration, and crime. Biden's strengths, healthcare, and abortion access. He's also viewed as more honest, though Trump is seen as more physically healthy and mentally sharp.
That's ABC national correspondent Stephen Portnoy. The poll's margin of error is 2 percentage points. Gunfire this weekend at an area party of college-age kids. It happened on Grassy Hill Court, a cul-de-sac in Chantilly, shortly after midnight Saturday. WTOP's Shayna Estulin went there and spoke with neighbors.
Lori Zogler said she was awakened by the popping sound of gunfire.
I looked at the back and there was kids running along the backside around the house, and there was cars going around.
She says there have been frequent parties at the rented townhouse farther in. Fairfax County Police confirmed to WTOP that they were called to the area for gunfire and that there was a large group running. No one was shot, but 2 people got hurt falling. Zogler says she saw 1 person on a stretcher.
Listen, I grew up in Brooklyn. I grew up in New York. This is not what we're used to here.
In Chantilly, Shayna Estulin, WTOP News.
Fairfax County Police telling WTOP no one has been arrested and their investigation continues. WTOP brought to you by Window Nation semi-annual sale. It's going on now with 50% off all windows, no interest for 5 years, plus bonus savings. Call 866-90NATION or visit windownation.com. At 10:48, traffic and weather on the 8s with Rob Stallworth.
In Prince George's County, on the interloop, as you come past Route 50, John Hanson Highway, that's where the left lane is blocked for the work zone scheduled there. If you're traveling on the outer loop coming past University Boulevard toward Georgia Avenue, supposed to have that work along the right side. No problems being reported on 270. You guys are pretty cool. Northbound I-95 as you head toward BWI Thurgood Marshall Airport. That's where the right side was blocked for the crash investigation there. If you're traveling on the BW Parkway, otherwise you're in good shape. Leaving, of course, the Baltimore Beltway toward the Capitol Beltway. Inside the Beltway as you head toward 410, your travel lanes are open and available. No problems on Route 50 between the Capitol Beltway and the Eastern Shore. On 193 westbound at Hanover Parkway, a single right lane will get you by the work zone there. If you're traveling in Virginia, keep in mind brief delays on the inloop as you pass Braddock Road. That's where we have the work zone along the right side of the roadway. Then after that, you are cleared toward, of course, the Dulles Toll Road headed toward the Georgetown Pike, where the work we believe is not set up as of yet as you head toward the American Legion Bridge. Traveling on 66 is pretty cool. I-95 southbound after Garrisonville Road, exit 143. The crash is cleared and your travel lanes have been reopened. Still the issue in Fredericksburg on 17 northbound near Falls Run Drive. That's where we had the report of a wreck, so watch for any police direction there. If you're on Braddock Road in Centerville at Pleasant Valley Road, you may be under crew direction for the report of some downed wires from earlier, so watch out for that. Northbound 395, brief delays as you pass Boundary Channel Drive up to and across the 14th Street Bridge. In the district, southbound DC 295 at Eastern Avenue may have that work scheduled along the right side. It's the Beer, Bourbon, and Barbecue Festival, May 11th at the Prince William County Fairgrounds in Manassas. Over 60 craft beers and 40 bourbons with unlimited sampling, plus a lot of barbecue. Go to beerandbourbon.com. I'm Rob Stallworth, WTOP Traffic.
Eileen Whalen has the 7 News First Alert forecast.
Well, expect a humid day today with overcast conditions. Afternoon high temperatures a little above average. We're forecasting a high of 78. Now we are tracking showers that'll develop this evening and tonight. Lows will be in the 60s with some patchy fog possible. Tomorrow 81, I think finally a little sunshine. We will still have an isolated shower or storm threat, but a cold front moves in Tuesday night into early Wednesday morning, bringing more rain and storm chances, but lower humidity Wednesday. And a bit of a breeze, highs near 90. Rain and storms likely Thursday. Some of those could be strong to severe. And then as we head into the day Friday, cooler, highs in the 60s. And it looks like we'll be dry heading into the Mother's Day weekend. I'm 7 News meteorologist Eileen Whalen in the First Alert Weather Center.
68 degrees with cloudy skies right now in Washington. It's brought to you by Mervis Diamond Importers. There may be other diamonds. Let the others wear them. The best quality and value are at Mervis Diamond Importers. Straight ahead.
It's literally like you get fired.
How some DC parents are coping with an empty nest. I'm Gigi Barnett.
1051.
Why are cities, including DC, switching to biodiesel to fuel large vehicles like garbage trucks? We asked Paul Winters of the Clean Fuels America Alliance during WTOP's Energy Strategy Series.
Biodiesel is made from fats, oils, greases. Because it's made from renewable resources, it does not have a lot of the chemicals that are in petroleum diesel. So you immediately reduce the pollutants coming from the diesel engine using biodiesel.
Discover more now by going to WTOP.com and searching Clean Fuels. Better, cleaner, now. Clean Fuels Alliance America works with America's soybean farmers to make it possible. Biodiesel, renewable diesel, and sustainable aviation fuel connect rural resources with urban needs for healthier air and cleaner transport. These sustainable fuels can cut greenhouse gas emissions by more than 70%, according to Argonne National Labs. Plus, by lowering particulate emissions, biodiesel can reduce asthma, sick days, and annual healthcare costs. Visit cleanfuels.org to learn more.
You're listening to WTOP News.
1052. One of the latest victims of gun violence in the district was a small child. WTOP's Sandy Kozel reports on a relative's heartbreak.
What can anyone say about the loss of a 3-year-old to gun violence?
Taya was such a beautiful young child. She had a great heart.
Bernard Brown is the godfather of Taya Settles, who died after being shot while riding in a car Friday night along Hartford Street in Southeast DC. Fox 5 talked with Brown as he set up a small memorial near the shooting scene over the weekend.
An individual such as myself, such as the family, would never think that something so tragic would happen to one of our loved ones.
Police say the little girl was not the intended target. They're asking for help from anyone with information about that exchange of gunfire. Sandy Kozel, WTOP News.
Many high schoolers will be heading off to college soon, making their parents